More rainfall would not be unwelcome. Right now, none to be found on dual Doppler radar. Any showers across Kansas are fading away. We might get renewed development there. Could bring us storms tomorrow morning and more storms racing into the deep south at this time. There are some cloud cover or clouds forming right now, though. These clouds being generated by the heat and humidity of the day and forming especially along a cold front dropping along the Oklahoma-Kansas line right now. And it's this zone that will dip southward with time. That could spawn a few storms this afternoon, but hardly any sign of that right now as we look atop the BOK Tower on the Bob Hurley RV Weather Camera Network, where Tulsa is sitting at a sweltering 90 degrees with the dew point running in the 70s, and that means there's a heat index at hand. Temperatures around Pryor also at 90 and just shy of that in Bartlesville and McAllister, both at 89. But the feel-like temperature, the heat index already almost 100, and that's where we're at right now in Okmulgee and Porter. A very summer-like early afternoon underway, and it will get even hotter into the mid-afternoon hours. A heat index maybe up to 105 in a few locations. Then maybe you're getting off work or taking advantage of this slightly cooler part of the day. We do have temperatures still in the 90s through 7 o'clock, and then by 8 dipping into the 80s, but there may be a thunderstorm or two around, and any storms that fire up have the potential to be at least a low-end severe weather concern. Hail up to the size of quarters, maybe some strong locally damaging wind gusts could be possible. Thankfully, a very low tornado threat with any of this activity. And as you'll see, it may be only one or two storms that fire up, but there's that east-west oriented boundary dropping southward. So perhaps it could be Tulsa, Bristow, maybe further to the east, Wagner, Muskogee, Tahlequah. One of these locations might get a thunderstorm with a hail or wind concern, but you notice with the loss of daytime heating, that activity may drop off as well. But that may not be it for the rain chances. More storms off to our northwest may dive in early tomorrow morning. There we are at 6 a.m. with a few downpours along the Oklahoma-Kansas line. And we may still see a few of those showers and storms fester through midday. So that will limit our warm up and begin our cooling trend as we head into midweek. And then as we jump later into the forecast, unfortunately, a lot more rain returns. And this is looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tulsa tough weekend. We have different events and, of course, rounding it out with Crybaby Hill there on Sunday. And it does appear temperatures may not be the issue, but rain might be. And of course, that can be an issue for some of the road conditions that the cyclists may face. So that will be a concern both Friday, Saturday, and yes, even into our Sunday as well. That forecast breakdown shows Tuesday starting off also on a warm note. Better chance of rain in the morning than the afternoon. A refreshing breeze kicking in, allowing that cooler air to seep into green country, and drier, not as humid into Wednesday and part of Thursday, but then that active weather pattern returns by the end of the week and weekend, and we'll keep that storm chance even into the following week, and we might get another inch or two of rain by the time the weekend is done.